Well, I gotta link everything first. But you know, we're still. Dun 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 dun. I love Vicky Andaron Saga. My favorite character. Alright. Let's close this, and then I think we're good. Hello, everybody. I can move this to my right. As the title says, this is a casual playthrough. I already got up to chapter 3. Matt Vicky joins. This must just so I could get footage for a Vicky video I'm doing. But outside of that, we're just gonna play casually, enjoy it. Well, enjoy it as much as I can from using a dog shit unit, you know, stuff like that. Not even my inventory setup. Shit. Excuse me. And then so the only context you need is my Thea got 2 strength levels. I got a secret event last chapter, and I also think I don't think that's it. Well, Coulter's been leveling strength both times he leveled up, so that's good. So far in support, I think the only one I started was Bajaka and Thea Coulter, so we should get the Pet Kaz by chapter 7. I drew a blank on the chapter name. Would I rather play the Rebellion Saga or Vision Quest? Oh, easily. Look, I don't like Rebellion Saga, but at least Rebellion Saga gives me the god mercy of knowing when to, when to end the game. Vision Quest is like 40 chapters of absolute. Well, I think after the first act, I think it's definitely ass. Like, yeah, this is good. Let's go. By the way, chat, tell me if I might do a Vision Quest stream. It might just be like a one-off joke thing. But if you guys are interested in that, let me know. Cause look, I don't like Vision Quest, but at least there's like some funny charm to it. Like, especially on replays. And I think Vision Quest does some things right. But at the same time, I think the things it does right, it doesn't do it right enough. I think Vision Quest clearly took some inspiration from FE5? Yeah, FE5. Brenda doesn't... Damn, hard mode bonuses just fuck my girl. Oh well. Oh wait, no, I'm bad at math. She kills. Did you complete a playthrough with only storage or Titus? God, no, God. No, with storage I could believe it could happen. With Titus, I definitely don't think it is possible. I never actually played Vision Quest, should I? So I want to be a good Samaritan and say you probably shouldn't, but at the same time, I feel like Vision Quest is such an experience that I feel like everybody should at least have once. Sub LTA, glad you could join us. Don't get me wrong though. Don't get me wrong, I think Vision Quest is a bad game. I'm not gonna defend it. But I do think there's some things in it does right. And one of them is I think I like the idea of a steal-based economy. Like you want to steal from enemies, that's where you get most of your gold. But the issue with the steal-based economy is it's just not really well thought out. Because can't be worse than Four Kings. I don't know. I feel like with Four Kings, it is the same issue. It's solely like the story is bad and like the gameplay is so all over the place on quality. The issue is I don't. Can Estelle kill this one? Is the question. Also, you ever find it weird that Estelle talks about being a big fan of Will and Net, but they don't have a support together? Oh, she crit, so yes, she can. The thing is, the Vision Quest is literally doing a jig, and yeah, the quality, it falls off after hard, after part 1, yeah. I think there's some ideas in Vision Quest. I think some other, like if you're trying to make your own FE ROM, there's some ideas of Vision Quest where I can say, yeah, you should do what they did. But in some other times, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know what the thought process Pandan was having. Like the food talk, I don't know what is. I think Pandan must have been like on a hunger strike when he was like making that script. Cause ain't no way a man that hungry. Yeah, I'm really tired of the manga stream. I'm going to bed. You have a good night, Madness. Yeah, but I agree with LT. I think the idea of having everybody having like a repositioning move, like shove. I think flyers have riposte. I think that's on top of my head. That's flyers have riposte, and then I know somebody has is it called pull? The one you just no, it's drawback. I know some classes have drawback. Yeah, mages have swap, I believe. I think it's mages? I don't know. No, mages have shove. I think all the infantry, like all footlock units besides a few have shove. I think snipers have, like the one where you send the ally behind you. Again, it's an interesting idea, and I could see. I just don't know how much it really helped Vision Quest to have that. Big problem with 4 Kings, the structure's like a puzzle game. Every map has one solution. Yeah. I can see where that comes. Oh. Speaking of bad, here's Victoria. Yippee. Yikes. Ugh. We can make this work. So I think when in the script I said her biggest flaw is her she has a 35 res growth. That is so prepare for a lot of Victoria spoiling. Pretty to be upfront. Vicky can make this run easier by leveling good, but I don't think she will. If he was a bad unit. But yeah, I think when since I'll go back to the Vision Quest talk, I do think there's some ideas in Vision Quest. I think I would like to see it in another. I would like to see him in a ROM, like retried in a ROM. Like I like the idea of units learning skills, like on through level up, depending on their class and whatnot. I think the issue is it's just the skills the game gives you are so weak. Excuse me, sorry. There's something stuck in my throat. I think. Yeah, LTA says it, but the fact that like sword masters and I don't know if I save state or not. Yeah, but the fact that sword masters are like berserkers don't get like the innate crit boost, just why? 28. She kills. Oh well. I am doing casual run, so I'm fine save stating, but still. Oh, she procs adept. Nice. There we go. That's a normal Thea level. Or getting those 2 points of strength got me worried for a second. Also, Vision Quest has like unrestricted Steel Plus, which inadvertently means like a lot of the late game is poorly designed because they expect you to use a Steel Plus unit. Which, look, I know some people are fine with it, but I think forcing the player to use a unit just so they, not even a unit, it's a class of units. You have to have a thief in order to get like the most optimal Vision Quest run. Me sold a final boss's weapon. And LTA, since you're here, think Hanako's ever gonna finish her Vision Quest run? Or you think she's gonna? Like, she dropped it before the final chapter. Steel Plus is dangerous if you have to silence that because you can silence any magic boss and steal their stuff. Yep. Vision Quest is both broken and really like it's really overpowered. Did he just miss on a tent? Well then, Vision Quest is both a prime example of having your units be too weak and having your units being way too strong. I think Hanako will finish the game eventually. One day. Just not today. Damn, bud, calm down. Don't go carrying my run now. Also, some other hacks don't balance Steel Plus at all. Like, imagine being able to use Steel Plus on the Stone Spellable Gordon. Oh yeah. Yep. And then I think with Steel Plus, it's such a weird thing because like I think Rebellion Saga does it. I think Rebellion Saga does try to balance it, but like they do it in such a weird way, where they put it on a unit who's like conventionally bad in a game with scrolls, where his growth weakness isn't really a weakness, it's just something you have to think about. And I mean, it is like FE5, fair. Mangs has to make a reference to Jungle somehow. If I'm gonna save state here, but eh. And I could be wrong, but like, and correct me if I'm wrong, LT, but I'm pretty sure like a lot of higher end runs, like all challenge lunatics, kind of rely on Bert. You know, like really need Bert for certain strats to work, or like for certain bosses to work, be easier. Briarchy missing that 70%. It's fucking with me. Am I quiet? I could turn up my mic quality, my mic volume. Yeah, something like that. They rely more on like hip. Yeah, hip. Yeah, I could see it. I don't know. I don't know too much about like the high end meta game for Rebellion Saga because spoiler alert. Well, outside the fact I don't like Rebellion Saga, all challenge lunatic makes me want to all challenge lunatic myself into a psych ward. Bod Liz ahead, so. I think I'm gonna be honest. I feel like in a couple years' time, I think Rebellion Saga is gonna have like a fate conquest issue where like the thing is you need to do all challenge lunatic to get the last gun, normal mod work too. Yep. Let me heal here. Also, just like correct me if I'm not correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think this is like a wrong statement. It's just like an opinion. But I feel like sorry, I had a burp. Ooh, excuse me. It's always interesting to watch how people tackle chapters in different ways to me. Like this map, I often send Luna and shop. Yeah, no, I do have like a certain strat to this. Usually, Runa, yeah, I do normally send Runa to the top left if I'm trying to train her in like Angular dance. I only have her over here because I'm thinking about trying to have Vicky clean up this area. Can she? Yeah, Angelus would be in danger. I'm gonna heal Angelus actually. Oops. Oh yeah, mountain climbers. I forgot. But back to what I was saying. I think high like all challenge lunatic runs like higher end. Like I usually have bot help and Jock and Victoria. Yeah, sorry, LT. I was getting distracted. I think with I think you could probably answer this, but I think like give it. I think we're already at that point, but I think we have like the defined meta of what units you're gonna use and don't use for like a high end, like all challenge lunatic. Vicky usually kills Graham. She does get more XP that way. But I think like it's gonna be it's gonna be a conquest issue, or like we have a definitive meta, and it's just you're gonna have to run the game like that. You usually have enough to have 3-4 slots. Yeah. Again, that's before he was again, that's not really a jab at RS. That is just an issue of like a lot of like harder games. There's like a meta does end up fortunately forming. Yeah, that's why I don't. Same. I like Conquest, but I don't like Lunatic Conquest because it kind of feels like you're formulating around a meta. Like you need a certain team, you need certain unit builds. Yeah, Madeline's just necessary in general. She just feels necessary in general. Again, that's also more just how PH designed it. Damn, Samuel going hard. I don't like Fates games. I understand. I know. I know some people who are like more story focused when it comes to their games don't like Fates. Also, same as R. I think I'm the opposite. I think. Well, I agree with RS. I don't like RS, but I really like Fates. Fates is probably one of my favorite games in the franchise. The only thing of Fates I like is the potential it had in Zorus and Lilith. Yeah, true. Give this man a true. Culture, please. It's 34. Stop getting hit. But it is just that again. That's not a jab at Rebellion. So I think that it's just an issue. Like when you get to a certain point where you're playing a hard game, a meta is just gonna unfortunately form. Like I'm pretty sure if Andaron Saga was actually any harder than it was, I'm pretty sure a meta will form about what team comp you need to use. I mean, it's kind of like that already. You need to use Isabella. It's just like the most optimal thing to be doing is using her. Can she reach? No, she cannot. Let's not risk that. I mean, it's all yeah. No, AS kind of has a meta, but like you don't really need to form. You don't really need to play around it. Metas are created no matter what difficult. That is a true statement. Like, Sacred, yeah, Sacred. I guess Sacred Sense is like a prime example against what I'm saying. Sacred Sense is like easily probably the easiest game. The only real contender is like Birthright. Sacred Sense whole meta is like having Seth do a lot of like the heavy lifting, and then your units like doing side objectives. AS has a meta that then I ignore that meta and have FE1 is quite easy too. It's Marth solos. Again, it's really hard to say if FE1 has a meta. Again, though, I also don't know. I don't know anybody who really talks about FE1 in like a sense I'm doing right now. Pretty sure the FE4 metas just like have oh, FE4 also has a ranked run, so I don't know. I don't know what the whole different like shit was like. What that is. The thing is, why play FE1 when FE11 exists? I think it's because FE1 is easier. Even on like higher second half of FE4 is Shannon. Nah. Also, FE1 is a weird case where you want to use your Jagan throughout the game. And it's not even because he's like a combat god, it's just because of how weird FE1 weapon ranking is. I never do an FE4 ranked run solely because I like doing things on the fly and not playing every single turn. Yeah, I feel that. Weapon rank is a stat that randomly gained. Yeah, that is one of the weirdest. Like, don't get me wrong. I get it's the first game, so I'm not gonna bash Kaga for not having everything figured out. But like, you come on, you had it. You didn't think of that. Like, I'm sorry, it fucks with me so hard. Like, you didn't think, I think the random chance of being, the fact that I have a unit be unlucky and not be able to level up a weapon rank. Kaga didn't realize people would reset for permadeath. That is also a true statement. Kaga didn't think about people. Kaga's games are more built Iron Manly. Iron Manly, is that a word? I think that's a word. I'm gonna use that like it is a word. But no, Kaga games definitely feel more Iron Man focus. Okay, well I wasted a warp rescue step just for Yarki to crit for Iron Manning. Yeah. You could tell it's more. His games were more for Iron Man. I think the only exception was FE2, where it was deliberately made not to be really Iron Man friendly. Also, just to note, FE1 is probably one of those games on the NES who pushes the console to most of its limit. I know, and it looks so bad, but like it also looks so good. You would say no. FE4 is pretty Iron Man friendly. It gives you a lot of replacement units, even if they aren't good. They still give you them. They don't do that for FE2. Slim sword is good. The slim sword meta goes hard. Even now I think about it, FE2 kind of doesn't really have a meta, but that's also because of how FE2 is structured as a game. It is mostly just like Celica and Alm do everything. The game. Yeah. Also, this might be a hot take. Nobody plays FE2 for the meta. Nobody plays FE2 just because I feel like Shadows of Valencia exist. It's like kind of like an FE12, FE11, FE1, FE11 situation. But if I go with FE1, there's at least like a charm to it. It's actually optimal to not pair your Gen 1 Dancer with a Lover, since the replacement usually gives you a Barrier Sword and a Berserk Staff, and the only way to get those in the entire game. The only thing Echoes has, FE2 has over Echoes is it doesn't have sexism. That's about it. Apparently, a lot of SOV's sexism was apparently like a thing, and wasn't in the original FE2. Which I will. Don't get me wrong, I get. Just find that forever funny. Like they were like, man, we got to make this story super sexist. Like because that's Bird. I think Echoes also. I like the idea that Echoes kind of expands on like the. Grima stuff. I think that's cool. I think making the 3DS era games all connected kind of sucks if you're like, I don't. If you're like the one or two FE conspiracy theories out there, it kind of sucks that they kind of confirmed that all the games are connected in some way. Also, SOV has a trans villain. She's a. I don't remember her name, but I remember her being a witch. Who originally was a male in the original. And so Arcana and SOV games are linked. Yeah. No, most of the games are linked. Kaga games are linked? Are you sure? Like FE1 and FE4 and 5 are... No, FE4 and 5 are connected because one's like a... Is it a midquel? Like, I think is the term. Where it's like, it kind of just takes place during the events of the main game. I really need to get. By the way, that's something I do want to stream. I want to stream Berwick and Tearing Saga. Also, that was an amazing Sam level, and that's gonna bite me in the ass later. Yeah, Jungle mentioned Arcana, so yeah, then FE4 was supposed to be linked to Tearing Saga. Yeah, that's fair. Good, true. I need to find a way to emulate Tearing Saga. And the issue is I just couldn't find I can't find like a good ROM. Can't find a good file for it. I think for the sake of this run, we're probably gonna see. I might bench Fred for the sake of this run. That's Donlon. He should know where to find. Me and Donlon aren't on good terms, but I will try to see if I can find. I'll see if he's willing to let me find a way to get Tearing Saga. He was nice enough to give me Berwick Saga, so shout out to him on that. What do you see me discussing the server about how my FE4 fanfic I'm working on? Yeah, I know I saw the screenshot of like what's his fuckface name? Of how the fuck did I forget? Sigurd. He's literally the main character. He's like the most important character in the. Has all the major bloods. That feels like something Catman would make. don't want to risk it because I don't know if it's still safe or not. She is from here, I think. Fuck it, we ball. I passed all the fixing of F2 5.2 event yesterday. Made me go mad because the warp animation broke for some reason. Man, I am not mentally ready for when I need to start programming my games. I'm probably gonna get some people on for the coding and shit. And that is the plan, at least. I want to see if I can at least hire some people to deal with the coding. I'd rather focus on story and map making and that stuff, and then have all the eventing and major code work with it. LTA servers. Nobody has. Not everybody has your your ability to code, guy. The largest part about learning how to make ports is that you can see. Yeah. Speaking of ports, first of all, thank you for making the ones I requested. I still need to figure out how to get them ported into FE Builder. Because I'm thinking about still working on the EO story. The issue is for one, I don't know how the fuck to make a file into a .jpeg. I really need to learn to do that. I don't even know how that broke. I changed a line and it fixed itself. Come on. Eh. I thought about it, but I'm not gonna. I really was thinking, man, I could reset because I don't think I lose much progress, but yeah. The only units we're gonna reset for is obviously Vicky, and any unit I declare valuable. We are save stating, obviously. I don't think it's like this is a casual run, but okay, it's time to have Barrett come over here. What turn are we on? 6 out of 8. I really need to hurry the fuck up so I can kill this con. You have Bear for blast. I'm gonna see if I can do a Vicky for. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that Natalie training. Should we Natalie train or should we just send her away? I feel like Natalie. No, again, then again, getting Ranger Natalie just to prove how bad Vicky is funny as fuck. Send away, please. Okay. Train. I mean, we already have one train. If Sam doesn't die, we're gonna have one trainee. God, there's nothing to be traumatized about. It's a funny strat. I value my time, LTA. Just in Natalie way. I think it'll be unfair to like do all that. Anyway. Also, is not finishing this with his track record. A track record of what? Not my Oh yeah, I still need to get. I forgot. You're right. I think I started FE6 and I'm I think I'm already like midway through the second arc of FE6. And then I started Pokemon Surge and I don't know. I'm not dropping it. I do need to get around to playing it. Finishing runs, so true. I know with Pokemon Reborn, that is something I need to get. I will get around to. I'm just thinking about how I want to do it. Pokemon Rejuvenation is on hold because it's getting a patch drop later this year. The 0% AS growth is still on the table. It's just I need to find motivation to play it. I don't think you understand how boring 0% growth runs are. Which is, I still find it weird so many people like it. I'm not gonna lie. I think 0% growths are like the most boring challenge run ever. Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. Negative growths do seem like they can be funny. Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Alright, looks like it's still. Looks like it's still. Oh, fuck me. I should be. I need to say his name better. I've sent you how to. Thank you. Yeah, it makes a little growth. Yeah, true. And. God. God dang. Oh, good night, y'all. Good night, Anna. Thank you for stopping by. This stream probably won't be too long either. Just some footage to get. I'll probably do most of my Vicky footage off stream. Cause again, I think we're gonna probably thinking for what we want to do for our next couple streams. Cause I got a couple ideas. Again, I really do need to get back to Pokemon Insurgents. I kind of just started that, and like, it is something I do. There's also a TMC run, Fates run. I'm definitely willing to go back to the Fates run. The issue with TMC is TGMCM. I'm just gonna call it Golden. The issue with Golden Country, it really is just Chapter 3. It's so bad. Oh, less Chapter 3 and more just the early game in general. This is really bad. I'm whatever on the Awakening run. We could probably continue it, but it is just a fun thought experiment. I don't know if we really want to continue it or not. There's also a very important RS. God, no. I'm just gonna say it now. I don't think that RS run is ever gonna get finished. Let alone, I think I'm just done with RS in general. Like, I don't even think I'm gonna be upfront. I don't even think the RS review video is coming out. I might just hurry up and finish. I might finish I have the gameplay. Damn, I lost all my good Vicky levels because I have to reset. I knew for the, I think the gameplay video, not the, damn, I fucked up my own speech because I wasn't thinking. I will continue the Iron Man, probably on a later date. So more chance I'm going to finish the RS run. Yeah, no, I'm going to finish the RS gameplay review script, and I'm going to probably just post that on AS Cord. But after that, I'm probably just done anything Rebellion Saga related. I made it clear I don't like the game, and I just have no incentive to play it. Which does suck, but There's no reason to like hate play a game. Damn. Well, we lost a Vicky. We lost our good Vicky level and got a good Runa level. Just proof that Runa's a better character, a better unit, I guess. What is this machination? I love how you use that word, machination. What is this treachery? Yeah, sweep. Excuse me. Yeah, sweeps because I'm here as usual. Bro, okay, bro. No, 1-2 range. Get the fuck out of here. It's a mandate of heaven. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Thea gave me a mini heart attack when I thought she was about to just like give me nothing but strength levels. Speaking of levels, come on. Sure. Thea's a top 5 unit when I use her. Bruh. You see, Wars is top 10 unit when I use him. I mean, I can't say much because I know I'm my current FE6 run, I'm using Dorothy out of all fucking units. It's quite embarrassing to miss a fucking 10. I know. I'm surprised. Is there not like a coding option where you can make it where something can't be like a target can always be hit? I feel like there should be something like that for tents. Unless these fucking horses are drunk off their ass. No wind is too strong. Centaurs are stupid beings, that's why. Hey now, centaur racism is no good. It's all... Yeah. If you want to be racist towards a fictional race, be racist towards elves. They deserve it. Not the 3B centaur. Those 3B centaurs, you saying 3B centaurs would make this map unbearably fucking difficult. Hey, we're gonna look up mountain climb. I mean, in the beta version of the centaurs in chapter 3, we're basically 3B centaurs of RS. God day. Yes, thank you, Kai. Well, let me guess, you also had your Thea be able to cure cancer for the world. Then we can start rotating Barrett over here. She killed Morty, so yes. my hey man, my Thea one-shotted Asmodeus. Come on now. Samuel dead. Nope. He was gonna be. Oh my god, with the Samuel and strength levels, what the fuck? My Thea's soul is the Siege of Altmire. My Thea was there when Keitha tried to use Joseph's wrath. She fucking dodged that shit. Just imagining. Dog, he's not trying to fall off. He's trying to make my life more difficult. He said he found out I had a Lightbringer daughter and he was trying to kill me for it. What are you saying fuck me for? The beta version of this map was a lot, it was just a lot of bulky enemies and Thea is better than beta. Oh yeah, I forgot, this is all pre-nerf Thea. I keep on forgetting how badly neutered she got for, I guess, for the reason of funny. Which, I mean, I maybe it's a me thing, maybe because Mangs is a boomer, but I think Sign Samuel. Maybe it is a me thing, but I still don't get the the funny behind. Yeah, I still don't get it. Like, maybe it's just because I'm a young whippersnapper. I don't know. Maybe if I liked FE4 more, I would understand the humor of nerfing a swordmaster. Waifu, but it's not even like the. I guess she's like conventionally attractive, but I really don't think like Thea is the best waifu. I mean, that was for a time Caroline, but we all know where that went. Oh, he has a Raider torch. That's why he has no animations. And I'm a whale. Yeah, Coulter kills here if he doesn't die, so let's do it. Sam just fucking chucked through all my concussions. First time I used Thea and just to run for it, just to be a contrarian. Thea has early game uses, but that's really all I got from her. Unless like she levels really good, but even then, no 1-2 range in this game is really a bitch. Currently doing an RS Ironman and Mrs. Skull in Chapter 4. I freaking fucking man. 4A. I'm trying to think of what chapter 4. That's Route A. Isn't that the chapter you have to kill Cicero? You have to kill all 4 commanders before Cicero spawns? Yeah, no, that's the Alistair chapter. I think that's the condition to get the scroll in that chapter. Those Cicero, you have to kill all 4 of the Lighty generals before Cicero spawns. Also, chat, if I could be honest, I did not care for the scrolls and the ring system. Oh, you didn't kill all the dust stalkers. That sucks. It does suck. I think the map is a little too RNG reliant for my taste, but but I also don't mind chapter 4. But it does suck losing the scroll, especially on the Iron Man. Especially if you want A route. The A route spawns are really bad. What else that didn't get veterans? Oh, that is actually something that's really bad. Also, partly billion for sevens RS. Yeah, this chapter went pretty bad. All things considered. Alright, the ultimate question, chat. Do we or do we not? I want to kill him just for the energy ring because I think it would help with Vicky if she levels bad. But I feel like for the most accurate Vicky results, the last time I played Field of War was when I did that playtesting stream. That was back when before you had a my map, I think. I mentioned Fog of War maps should have a RNG spawn to give actual value to Fog of War randomly. Yeah, we're doing Vicky maxing. It's mostly just for the Vicky review video. I'm gonna say no, only on the factor I think it'd be more authentic to see if, like, to get as much natural Vicky levels as we can. So Graham, you're joining us. Also, Graham Cracker might help soften the blow of how bad Vicky is in this game. You know, fuck it. We could do an all cav unit. We could use like an all cav run once we get to the point where we have enough. Now the question is, who do I want to bench? I kind of want to bench Barrett and Bjarki, but I also kind of think I need them for Jarl stuff. Yeah, let's bench Barrett Bjarki. I think I do enough runs with them as is. You know, something that's weird about with Graham for me is that I know he is good, but I agree. I don't even think he's. I really want to make an argument that he's not as good as people make him out to be, but like, there's so much evidence disproving that. Like, he is clearly good. Get that caution. Barrett and the Bjarki are gonna enjoy sitting on the bench. Estelle's always been bench food. Not gonna lie. Maybe it's just his trolling inventory is not good. I mean, Longbow's good. I don't know. It's really hard to put into words what I don't like about Graham Cracker. Speaking of units I don't like, Victoria, yippee. I might use Love Potion on Vicky once we get to that point. God, this unit. Graham has always been pretty solid except on my first run where he refused to look at strength. I use Graham and he's solid, but the problem is he won't double miss enemies in in-game. Yeah, Graham has, I think Graham and Ariel are tied on speed growth, but Ariel just has a better speed cap. Actually, let me check. I know Ariel's is 45. Oh no, he has 5% less growth. Damn. He is really a slow ass motherfucker. Save them. But let's take the torch out and sell it. Yeah, no, Ariel isn't doubling. That is a genuine weakness of Ariel is she doesn't double some enemies late game. Alright, let's get this chapter done. We're probably gonna bench Thea in chapter 7, thankfully. So we could have her sit back here. I'm fucking up my own controls. The problem is the risk. Yeah, yep. Who do I want Sam to support with? Is if you make Ariel better than other axe units. Yeah, that is a good point. I feel like with that might be something I could bring up on Ariel's review. Whenever I ever make an Ariel unit video, Ariel just feels like she makes other axe users. Well, it goes Graham and then Ariel, and Graham and Ariel kind of make other axe users feel kind of pointless just because of what they bring. Because he knew that the axe cleaver was as broken as it is. Yeah. Graham could use it without issue, I think. So, if you can find a way to make it where you can double, that's yippee. Also, hot then Buggy, Barrett, Bjarki. Let's put the bulk ban in the thing for now. Yep. It's just an issue in general. It's like you're really limited on support unit slots. So we get Sean the Fire Tome now. A Fire Tome, not the Fire Tome. Yeah, I guess it's our number. Alright. Let's get this chapter done. I think for the sake of our sanity, well, for Kai's sanity mostly, we won't be maxing, but we'll just send her away after this. (26 to 36, 36, 26. Should I? I think. You know what? I think we're gonna do. Yeah, let's do their support. Might as well. $15, $30, $20. Yeah. Also find hilarious I'm not a mob, but I don't want it, and so I don't think I can pay me for funnies. Also, gonna be honest, I usually ignore Ash Cleaver a lot since at least runs 14 feel like DS for sure, but I just don't care about using Ash Cleaver or Hopstar. Ash Cleaver. Even if like Hopstar, let's just go into perspective. These aren't PRF. Hopstar's ability is way worse than Ash Cleaver. Pretty sure he gets not Ash Cleaver. I'm pretty sure Hopstar gives Acrobat, which is a pretty middling skill in this game. Oh, it gets Boon. Wait, then. No, I was talking about a base game, not an LTA cut. Wait, no, Vicky has it. Oh, it has Boon and Vanilla. Shit. Guess we're nerking. CS only does shit for the final map. Oh, the Hope Spire is the upgraded one. I'm thinking of the 11X. Yawn. I hate the fact that it has an 8% crit and it's fucking with me. Alright, and then see what's these guys range, and then because I think I'm gonna have Victoria. What's Angelus? Yeah, no, Angelus can still do it. This is exactly what I think Half-10 is a good, by the way. Dawn and 11X, especially with Amelia support, is amazing. Sorry, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Short weapons give, yeah. No, it's like that in this game too. Short weapons give a crit boost. It is. I think it's 10% off 15, but they still do. Damn, Vicky, you suck. How do you get hit by a 59? The beta, these guys had great swords, by the way. Shit. Alright. Save stay here, then we gamer focus. Lenora doesn't leave due to bad code. Oh my god. That is. I mean, if anything, that's more funny. I don't know. There's part of me kind of thinks it would have been interesting if you could have fought Lenora on this map as like, and get a reward. But I also could see, I could also just imagine how many like players I could fuck over. The map is also smaller. Oh, like it was smaller. It was way bigger in beta than it is now. Get at the bottom that it exists. Oh yeah. I remember Meg's talking about that in community votes map vote video. Yeah, luck on Runa. Yeah. Yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what all about. Whoop. Here comes Theo. Runa S tier unit trust. I don't know, man. Runa's weird. I think Runa feels like a placebo unit so much because I really do get good Runas, but at the same time, I really know how. I get a lot of good Runas. It's just. My issue with Runa though, it just feels like she wants way too much. As like, She kind of wants a magical unit support, so she's just not locked to using Shining Bow. Brutus potential go. Meet Miss Potential unit. That would be a funny meme idea. Miss Potential unit. Zero, zero good grows, zero utility of 7 needed supports. I think the issue is also Shining Bow is kind of mid in this game. I think Runa uses it decently, but like even then you're still stuck using a mid weapon. A save state just in case Culture doesn't dodge. Bomb with 5 curse boots. Yeah, no, Shining Bow is pretty bad, and then even if it wasn't bad, like it only is useful for Runa and Natalie, I guess, if Natalie goes Ranger. And also randomizers. Oof. We don't want that. Oh yeah, he does have. He would have 14 strength. Okay. Let me try something else then. There we go. Now there's a Thea moment, just not wanting to dodge when she needs to dodge. Who has my... Vicky does. Then... How... I'm thinking... Man, how would I buff Thea? Not Thea. I think the best way to buff Thea is just buff magic, her class is magic cap, but... the idea struck to my head, like... you should be fucking kidding me. Oh, then a green unit's inside Sam. Don't clip that. No, don't take that out of context. Magic Thea being able to use a magic... Yeah, that's like the... It's... Either you gotta change like the fundamentals of the game, or 1-2 range isn't as strong as it is. Oh, fuck me. I need to axe reaver, so never mind. I think we're decent. It's still safe state. You gotta change a lot about... You gotta like fundamentally change the game to get Thea to be good. Even if like you do buff her caps, give her another skill. Nothing short of sword range +1. What I think Golden Country has a... It's not a skill, it's an item. It's an item you have equipped where it gives your sword units like +1 range on the swords. It's really... it's a really cool idea. It kind of sucks though that it only kind of makes... Yeah, it's an item. Yeah, it's like... I want to say it's the best. I think the quiver that gives you Gale Force is the best. Just because of how strong the snipers are in that game. Okay, cool. He didn't crit. If he crit, that would have been fucking tragic. It makes Magic Sword users better. True. It it's really Hortensia's, and fuck, what's his name? Flynn. It's literally their best item. Imagine getting doubled by a generic archer bozo. Yeah. Golden Country's fun. I'm like I said, I will probably continue my Iron Man of it. I just gotta get the motivation to do it, and then I'll probably put a poll up. What you guys want to see me finish Iron Manning first, Fate or Golden Country? Did you know the green units and LS don't work on them? What? Speaking of Alanora, but I guess I could mention it here. Go ahead. We want to steal first before we just kill him. I'm adding a mechanic to Sacred Lineage where when you before the route splits, units who have been promoted by Chapter 12 could catch up back. That could work. It'd be a good way to make for like units like Ford not suck up as much, or the Ford replacement, not Ford himself. Wait, no, Ford. Does Ford join Erica? I don't remember how the Sacred Sons route split works. I'm pretty sure it's an Iron Man mechanic. If I recall, and I could be right, at Sacred Stones, don't some units just leave you depending on what route you go? Or is it just some units just join later than the others? You only lose Erica or Ephraim? Okay, cool. I say it's, yeah. I probably should. We probably should get the worm. I probably should have got the Worm Slayer first before I try to go boss killing. Alright, let's do that first before I kill this boss. Just get this damn. I don't even think I could reach it in time. It's the units that join slightly different maps who come. Okay. Fair. I don't know why. I just like associate that if you go F from route, that like Ford and what's his name just don't join you, and they just come back later. We probably want to get Theo rescued so he doesn't try to kill our boss. The Beta making it from route like units a whole different than the Erica route units. Like the yeah. Speaking of which, I got a good question for y'all. Do you think the next Fire Emblem, like non-remake Fire Emblem, will have a route split? Like Nahali and Thaniel? Cause like I was talking to a hard to say. Yeah, it is pretty early. Me and my friend were like talking about Engage. I know, shocking. But then like something came up that like outside like some things Engage should change. And it was kind of brought up like how Engage had the opportunity to bring back like the branching thing, branching promotions like it was in Sacred Stones. How Sacred Stones you get to choose what promotion you go into. It seems that they're alternating between route split and non-route split. Maybe, yeah, that is true. Awakening didn't really have one, and then Fate's entire game gimmick was around it. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Is like have like one game is non-route split, and then the other game's like route splits focused. Which I mean, if they do another route split game, please don't make it like literally the first option in like the beginning of the game again. Like no diss against Three Houses. I love that game to death, but like I think they should at least give you more time before they force you to choose a route. Um, hmm. But they'll likely bring back the time skip concept, so maybe they make a game revolve around the choices that affect the outcomes. That could work. I could definitely see that working. I think they're trying to get the Monster Hunter point ults rating. Yeah. This isn't Telltale. I mean, no, they could do a more. A lot of players had an issue with how Three Houses and Awakening kind of gave you a fake choice that mattered. So I think it'd be a good idea to see. I would like to do it. I think Three Houses was good. Like I said, I think the only issue was just outside like you don't really notice any difference for about the route split till like literally the second act. So maybe since I'm about to end stream here because I was only gonna just play a couple maps. So I think what we should do for what they should do, not what she did. If it was me, I'd do a lot of different things. For the next game, if it is a route split, so if we're going on like the theory that they're fluctuating. No, did Vicky get blessed? I didn't see it. I think what they should do with the route split is, I agree. I think they should make like, let's say, there's, let's just say this game is long. Like I would say Engage is a pretty long game. So let's say 32 chapters bare minimum. Let's say the first, do we want to like split it in half? No, let's not do that. That'd be really weird. So let's say like the first 10 map story chapters. Try not to fall asleep on this. I'm about to fall asleep myself, so I am about to end stream. I'm just yapping about what I want to see in the next Fire Emblem game. But I think I do agree with your idea, Akella. I think for like the first 10 chapters, there should be like really difficult 1 out of 3 choices, and depending on how, like, you could choose one, like stick to one choice, and it'll obviously lead to one. But if you choose like on the first map, you choose the bottom choice, then second map, top, middle, you could like do. So Expedition 33 showed me you can do an amazing route split as an ending. Damn, that sounds like a fun idea. again, I'm down for the idea of like making your character's choices affect what route they go into. Like maybe there's, I know Fire Emblem would never, like mainline Fire Emblem would never let you play as the bad guys again, especially with Three Houses was the closest to it. I think if the next game was to do a route split, I just imagine maybe like you have a good guy choice, like you side with, let's just say it's the church. You side with the church, you side with the people, or you side with like the evil quote unquote organization, and depending on how you do around that, it depends on the route you go. I think the only issue is outside the fact that that'll be a bitch to do like a lot of coding for, like, and then units and voice acting and all that. Did it for your game, dog? My game won't fit my game's narrative. My game already doesn't have a route split in mind. I thought about it, but then I was like, nah. Again, though, my game's still pretty early in like story concept and that. So I'm hell. Even when I was at work today, I was thinking like an Isekai Fire Emblem game I want to do, but I was like, eh. They should hover around the concept of FE6, where you have a big cast of characters, but you won't recruit them all due to the route split lock. Something like that works. Maybe like make it the biggest cast in the Fire Emblem franchise, but like say what's the Seal of War is already Isekai Emblem though. Don't I don't want to call Seal of War Isekai Emblem. I do like the idea of an Isekai Fire Emblem game. I just don't think no ROM hack has done it like properly yet, or like not properly. I have done it right yet. But again, I could definitely do a yap stream because I have so much like a yap about what I would like to see in a Fire Emblem game. Again, I could do this. Like again, I'm super early in my game story. It's not dead in stone. Of all I know, I could easily just change it. Hanukkah's hack is supposed to be an isekai one. I'm kind of concerned about Hanukkah's hack. Not because, no diss against Hanukkah, but if RS writing is anything to go by, I don't know if I trust her writing skills. But like I said, we're too early, and I'm pretty sure RS is like Hanukkah's like first like real big story, like big first writing project. I know a woman is writing. It wasn't solely Hanukkah's fault. I'm pretty sure Mang's definitely had more. I'm pretty sure it's more Mang's issues with writing. Hanako, Henry, and D4 I think D4 was also part of the writing staff. Like I said, with RS, I put more blame on Mangs before I put it on the rest of the dev team. You purely blame Mangs. I want to do that. I want to go all that way because not everything is solely his issue. But I definitely think there's some like let's avoid a golem rant. Let's save that for another day. So that is an issue. Like that's my thing. I'm trying to do for my game. I want to solely write for it, outside of giving maybe one or two people like access to writing supports. Again, I don't know. I kind of want to change my game idea now because like I really like the idea of an isekai. I kind of want to do like you play as the villain. My current idea, well, I do like it. It just feels so generic. Like it just wouldn't feel like it has a twist to it. He wrote the skeletons before the writers touched it. True. So, again, I'm also thinking about the point where I have way too much resources for my game where I'm kind of too late before I could just like hard switch it. My game is me writing through people's help me through and to get better English. Yeah, you actually have an excuse for bad English. My first language is English. I'm just stupid. How long have we been going for? About an hour and a half. I mean, I'd love to sit here and yap with y'all, but I know you guys mostly just came here for Fire Emblem gameplay. It'd be weird to join the stream where just yapping. Whole game was built before the writers could change it. Okay, that I didn't know. God, don't get me started on Octavia. Hanako's weird because I know Hanako's favorite character is Octavia, but she bashes Varg for Varg's whole character is more or less just the rule of cool. But then Octavia kind of is just like Varg, but in all the bad sense. So they're making the game best to make two, one short game and Mimi. You know, I plan on making a short game, but that's just me. No, I plan on making a short game. It is mostly just to get like the groundworks of what I want to do. It's gonna be a really short, like maybe at most you get like 10 units, the main lord and like 10 other units, and there's like 10 chapters. But it's gonna be like a very simple point A, point B plot. I do recommend a short story first. Thank you. Yeah, that's something I plan on doing. And then depending on how the EO story ROM goes for me, like conceptually, I might change my bigger ROM around that. Because, be honest, the issue I have in my current ROM, I feel like it's too much like Andaron Saga. Ready on my side. That's good to know. Ain't that swell? But I feel like that is my current issue with, I haven't had a name for it. But for my big ROM that I have, that if you're in my server, you know, I've been working on it, and then, like, I just think I'm running into the issue. This just feels like Andaron Saga. Like, and I know some of it was purposely, I did it on purpose, like, the whole, like, blood regalia system, like, the weapons only certain people could have because of blood. Again, that was more because I'm a big fan of Three Houses. So, I don't know. I might rewrite my entire game while I'm still in the process where I don't have anything hard written. Again, Isekai's on the table. I really like that. I really think more ROMs should do, like, you're the bad guy thing. Not like Darkstones was good. I think is that the ROM's name? The Darkstone one for the FE8 where you play as the villains? Might pull it up while I'm... FE8 Darkstone. Yeah, that is the ROM name. Is Darkstone. I think Darkstone was good, but I had an issue where I just feel like Rudy's doing the solo ROM hack where you're playing bandits. FE6 and FE8. But yeah, there's two ROMs that are like that. Running in the existing setting. That's just a video essay about two ROMs. That is something I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. I'll probably hard to focus on. Well, it also doesn't help. I'm also already part of a game project right now. I'm a map designer for a game. The issue is the guy who like has the hack, who's making the hack. He's having some personal issues where I don't think he's able to focus on the hack right now because of like I said, personal shit. I'm not in like this place to go in depth about it. But maybe that's what I should do first. Is like, since he's gone and I have this free time on my hands, maybe I should work on the short game story first. Because I do think also play CO4. I do need to play CO4. I'm part of the dev team inadvertently, so I do need to get like on my ass on it. I've just been really all over the place lately. I do need a more hard focus. Hopefully this Vicky vid will help with the channel. It is something I'm excited to make. Yeah, maps got polished. I know you did chapter 2, and you did chapter 2, 3, and 4, right? All three of those? No, I did chapter 4, I think. No, you did chapter 2 and 3. Chapter 1, we could probably do a bigger polish, but I think I like chapter 1 as it is. I plan on to do first draft and 9 before it landed last week. 4 was you. Yeah, 4 was me. 4, I think chapter 1's fine. We don't need to rework it too much. But like, before the final, do remind me, LTA, keep me to this. Before the, like I say, once we're finished with everything, like maybe a map, go get another shrink. Probably needs it. Before the once you're finished with your ROM, give it a month so we can focus on like fixing up stuff. Hit me up when the ROM is finished, and we could get it. Give me a month. We could spend a month fixing everything up. I want to change some maps. I know What chapter was it? The map. My solo map. I think I'm gonna refix that up a bit. I like the gimmick idea that I had, but I don't think it'll work. Like without a lot of like Titanic force. 5.1 needs to be redone. I agree. I think the issue with 5.1 is just too big with the time limit map. Oh, a quote unquote time limit. 5.2 got redesigned, but it should still relatively play the same. And it'll just look better, hopefully. But alright. Yeah, finishing the final chapter of my ROM. I did not intend to publish it directly. Yeah, I said give it like once you're finished like with everything you want in the game. I'd say let's take a month just to fix everything up, like writing, make sure supports are right, and there's no inconsistencies. And also, if we're doing like a dev fight, it is up to you. But if we're doing a dev fight, we could probably make it. I could think of funny secret events we could do for maps if we're doing secret event stuff. Or you could just make it like I know one ROM just to let you fight the devs right after the game if you want to. I will make the dev fight. But that is a good idea. I'll probably work on EO story eventually. I think I do want to rework. Since nothing bad could happen. Nothing bad. I might do a dev fight though. If I do one, I will make sure it's not locked behind weird conditions. Maybe locked behind lunatic. I think the secret challenges were fine. I think the issue was doing secret challenges while also having the flags of shame, while also having to do the secret chapter. I think that's what also the dev fight in our AS wasn't even finished. Was the biggest issue. Also another big issue with it. You need 200 hours in the game to dev fight. Nah, I feel like there's a lot of people who are just like doing what I'm doing right now and just have the game running while they're doing something else. Also, game fight between where they desperately need a space. It is possible. I believe it. Alright, well, let me yap your guys' ear off for a bit more, because I do want to talk about story stuff. Because I was talking... I hate that emote so much. I was talking about it, but, like, I'd say I trust you two, and since you're here, Raquel, you get some say in this. I kind of want to see what you guys think. Story revision... Yeah. Trying to think. I like the idea of what Elgar's spear did, but I don't know if I want to do it. Let's do. Yeah, let's. We'd probably save like a major route split option for like later. If, Okay. Is there an option to... Oh, I accidentally added a fourth option. Oh, that's how you do it. I think these are the two ideas I'm down for. But if you guys think like the current generic story works, just let me know. I think we could keep it like that. My biggest blocking right now is story-wise. Barry, like, I made him for gameplay than story, and it's visible because damn, I don't know how to write his character at all. I feel ya. I feel ya. There's some characters you'd make, and you're like, damn, how the fuck am I gonna implement this in the story? The only issue with the bad guy premise is I don't know what to do. Like, what would the end goal be of the bad guy? Because I think the whole we're trying to summon the Demon Lord thing, outside the fact that Darkstone's already did it, is kind of just generic, and you need like the actual reason for the bad guy to do something like that. This is why I don't make stories. This is why I'm gonna have you locked in my basement working on the programming of my ROM, Kai. Okay, I'm gonna pin this because I'm gonna need this for when I make my ROM. Again, LTA. Outside, I get if you're gonna have issues with support writing stuff, but not all characters need to be story relevant. I think that's something Hanako has an issue with. She wants a lot of characters to be story relevant. Okay, Isekai is winning. I'll probably do this poll and I'm working on 3 hacks, dog. Mine's more important. I'm joking. Mine probably won't start for a while. I'll probably have EO story. I'm still iffy if I want to do EO story, but I'm probably gonna have like at least something to do with that first before I start on the main ROM. So take your time with the 3 you're working on. I know Sacred Lineage is a bitch. I know I don't count to make very story relevant, but I'm gonna say where I don't know how to make them talk. Shit. I mean, there's nothing wrong. You can just make them like a basic trope, like I cut the wood. I'm strong man. Make him like a Bartra archetype. But an isekai story would be interesting. I probably need to rewrite a lot. That is an interesting thing about writing stories, is just how you want to rewrite that. Alright, he has a dead wife. I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. Mary needs a homie. But thank you guys for staying here for my app session. I think when's the last time we had gameplay up? Damn, we've been yapping for nearly 20 minutes. What the fuck? Yeah, well, that's what happens when I'm talking to like my 2 close friends, and well, I guess you're here, Cal. So welcome to the friend group, I guess. But I think we're gonna just end this here because if I'm not, playing, I think it'd be better just for. I probably will continue. I will continue this run. Probably won't be streaming all of it. So, but I will keep you guys up to date on like any changes throughout this run. So, with all that being said, thank you all for stopping by. Next stream will probably still be on Tuesday. I don't think I'll. If I could do one Monday, if I have the energy, I will. Again, I think next stream will either be Insurgents or maybe Fates. Or FE6. I'll have to decide. I'm in a weird case where I have so many games I want to play, but I also need to stick to at least finishing them first. But they did nice Silverman's lots of talking been made. Yeah, no, it's taking me 4 rewrites to just make Barry's recruitment convo. Yeah, but like I said, thank you all for stopping by. I'll see you all Monday, probably. If not Monday, definitely Tuesday. And neither of those days, then I'll see you all in the next one. And thank you.